myself Sandeep Avasthi, and I warmly welcome you to my YouTube channel. Today I would like you to introduce my brand new YouTube playlist with you. If you like the video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such content. The name of this playlist is PD1 Certificate Exam Preparation. Through this playlist, I will help you to prepare the Salesforce Platform Developer 1 certification exam in a clear and structured manner. This series is designed to cover all important topics step by step, making it very useful for both beginners and those revising for the exam. If you are planning to clear the PD1 certification, this playlist will be a valuable resource for you. Please stay connected with me, watch the full series, and let's begin this learning together. So, I basically I will start to share with the practice questions with you. The first question is, a developer is alerted to an issue with a custom Apex trigger that is causing records to be duplicated. What is the more appropriate debugging approach to troubleshoot the issues? So the right answer is D option. Use the Apex interactive debugger to step through the code and identify the issue. Second question is, while writing an Apex class, a developer wants to make sure that all the functionality being developed is handled as specified by the requirement. Which approach should the developer use to be sure that Apex class is working according to the specifications? So the correct answer is option D. Include a try-catch block to the Apex class. Third question is, a developer has identified a method in a Apex class that performs a resource intensive action in memory by iterating over the result set of the SOQL statement on the account. The method also performs a DML statements to save the changes to the database. Which two techniques should the developer implemented as a best practice to ensure the transaction control and avoiding the existing governor limits? So the correct answer is option C and D. Use the read-only annotation to bypass the number of rows returned by a SOQL. And option D. Use the partial DML statements to ensure only the valid data committed. Fourth question is, a developer wants to get access the standard price book in the org while writing a test class that covers an opportunity line item trigger. Which method allows access to the price book? So the correct answer is option A. Use test.get standard price book ID to get the standard price book ID. The next question is, assuming that the name is a string obtained by the Apex input text log tag on Visual Force page, which two SOQL queries performed are safe for the SOQL injection? So the right answers are option A and option D. Sixth question is, a developer has created a Lightning Web component called status component to be inserted in the account record page. Which two things should the developer do to make the component available? So the correct answer is option B and option C. Second option is Lightning. Please add the target Lightning record page to be the status component.js meta XML file and is exposed true in the status component.js meta XML file. Guys, you are knowing issues because this is very basic question. If you want to include any LWC component to any record page or home page without is exposed true and Lightning record page, you can't basically see this Lightning Web component in your Salesforce org. Seventh question is, give the following anonymous block. This is basically, you can see, what should a developer consider for an environment that has over 10,000 case records? So the option is basically, because the we are basically updating the fields over the 10,000 case records, so it will basically fail due to the exceed kernel limits. So the correct option is option D. Eighth question is, in Apex method, get accounts that return a list of accounts given a search term is available for the Lightning Web Components to use. What is the correct definition to Lightning Web Component property to use get accounts? Guys, this is very basic questions. You know, we are getting the all the Lightning Web Component controller methods through the wire method. So the correct option is wire method, get accounts, search term. This is the dollar variable of the search term and the account lists. Question number 9, where when a user edits the postal code in an account, a custom account text field name time zone must be updated based on the values another custom object like postal code to time zone and underscore C. What is the optimal way to implement this feature? So the correct answer is C. Build a flow with a flow builder. This is the question number 10. As a part of the new feature development, a developer is asked to build a responsive application capable of responding to touch events that will execute on stateful clients. Which two technologies are built on the framework that fully supported the business requirement? So the option is, so the correct options is option B and option C, Lightning Web Components and the Aura Components. Guys, you know Aura Components are previously as used, but nowadays Lightning Web Components are more used in our Salesforce. So the next question is, a software company is using Salesforce to track the companies they sell their software to in the account object. They also use the Salesforce to track bugs in their software with a custom object bug under underscore C. As the part of process improvement initiative, they want to be able to report on which companies have reported which bugs. Each company should able to report multiple bugs, and bugs can be reported by the multiple companies. So what is needed to allow this reporting? So you guys, you know, here the correct option is junction object between the bugs and the account object. This is the next question. What are the two ways a developer can get the status of enqueue job for a class that implements a queuable interface? So the correct option is option A and option B. Option A is view in Apex jobs page and view in Apex flags queue. Next question is, a developer is creating a page that allows users to create a multiple opportunities. The developer is asked to verify the current user's default opportunity record type page and set certain default values based on the record type before inserting the record. How can the developer find the current user's default record type? So the correct option is option C, opportunities dot as object dot get describe dot get record types information to get a list of record types and iterate through them until its default record type mapping is true. This is the correct answer. Next question is, which Lightning Web Component custom event properly setting enable the event to bubble up the contains hierarchy and cross the shadow DOM boundaries? So this is the option C. You know guys, without bubbles true and compose true, the events are not go to the shadow DOM, cross the shadow DOM boundaries. So the correct option is bubble true and compose true. A developer is asked to prevent anyone other than a user with sales manager profile from changing the opportunity status to closed lost if the lost region is blanked The which automation allows the developer is to satisfy this requirement in the most efficient manner. So the correct option is option D, an error condition formula on a validation rule on opportunity. Next question is the value high, medium, low. Identify as the common values of the multiple pick list across the different objects. Which is what is an approach a developer can take to an streamline maintenance of the pick list and their values while also restricting the values to ones mentioned above. So the correct answer is option D. Create the pick list on each object and use a global pick list value set the containing the values. Next question is a software company uses the following objects and the relationship. First object is case object to handle the customer support issues. Defect under underscore C a custom object to represent known issues with the company software. And third object is case underscore defect and underscore C a junction object between the case and the defect object to represent that a defect is a cause of the customer issue. Case and default defect object has a private organized OWD. What should to be done to share the specific record with a user? So guys, in this case, option B, share the parent case and defect object records. A developer has the following requirement. First option is calculate the total amount on an order. Calculate the line amount of the each line item based on the quantity selected and the price. Move line items to the different orders if a line item is not stocked. Which relationship implement supports these requirement on its own? So the correct option is a line item has a representable master detail field to order. This is the correct answer. So this is a code snippet. Basically this is a function which is inserted the accounts, okay, and update the accounts. When does code execute, a TML exception is thrown. How should a developer modify the code to ensure the exceptions are handled gracefully? So guys, so correct option is implement a try, option C, implement a try catch block for the DML. Next question is which two statements are true about the setup annotations in the Apex test class? So the correct answer is A and option B. First option is the setup annotation is not supported when the is set up. See, all the data true annotation is used. A method defined with that test setup annotation executes once for the each test setup in the test class and the counts towards system limits. Next question is Flow Builder uses a Apex action to provide the additional information about the multiple contacts and store in a custom class contact info. Which is the correct definition to Apex method to get the additional information? So the correct answer is invocable method label equals to additional information public static list contact information get info list of ID of contact IDs. This is the correct answer. Second question is universal containers has a large number of the custom applications that were built using a third-party JavaScript framework and exposed using the Visual Force pages. The company wants to update these applications to apply styling that reassembles the look and the feel of the Lightning experience. What should the developer do to fulfill the business request in the quickest and most effective manner? So the correct answer is option C, incorporate the Salesforce Lightning design system CSS style into the JavaScript application. So again, this is a code, sample code, and here the question is which governor limit will likely exceed within X transactions. Please go through it. So the correct answer is total number of the records retrieved by the SOQL queries, because again this is the governor limit, exceptions limit. Next question is, what should a developer do to check the code coverage of a class after running all the test classes? So option B, view the code coverage column in the list of view and Apex classes page. And next question is, a developer must troubleshoot to pinpoint the causes of the performance issue when a custom page loads in their org. Which tool should be developer use to troubleshoot query performance? So the correct answer is developer console. So guys, with this our first part comes to an end. In this first part I have covered 25 questions. We will continue this series further, and part 2 and part 3 will be released very soon. For upcoming videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video so that it can reach as many as possible, many pupils as possible, and help them benefit for it. That's all for today. Please stay with me, stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe and comment if you like this video. Bye.